Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is time to check the mics. How you doing, brother?
Mic check, mic check. Y'all know what it is. Episode 195 of the Splash Cast Monday Night Raw. We are here, man. I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. Fresh off another wonderful Father's Day. You know how it goes.
I was just about to say happy Father's Day to you and to all the fathers out there that support the pod. How was it?
Yeah, man. It was cool, man. Whole lot of gifts, whole lot of construction paper, and we went out to dinner, so that was fun. I'm surprised there was no basketball game on Father's Day. That was interesting.
I didn't like that. It made perfect sense. We didn't need this extra day. It's on a Monday. Sunday was the day for it. 100% the day for it. And
I feel like most sports dads want to end their day with the brew in a game or water in it, whatever your drink of choice is in a game.
Judgment free zone.
This is ice cream from the truck, ice cream truck.
That's what's up. I support that.
Served Father's Day Sundays via kids waffle cone. So
Literally,
but yeah, man,
smallest of victories.
But yeah, y'all know what it is, man. It comes to Monday Night Raw. This is episode 195, not 4. Yeah. We do the mic check, then we do HBCU news around the culture, followed by hoops, and then we'll round it out with some football. Let's start out, man. Interesting golf, whole bunch of stuff going on. What we got for the mic check?
Well, we started up. There we go. And let's bring you on stage. Back on stage. Yeah. There we go. But I was talking about smallest victories with you. And speaking of big victories, JJ Spaun wins the U.S. Open. He does it in meteoric fashion here with a 67-yard putt. And for y'all who are watching, here it goes. We're going to watch this one more time.
Want to cozy it up. Don't need to make it. 2 putts.
How about 1? 67 yards. There's 3 feet.
Man.
There's 3 feet in the yard. So that's 20 yards and dropped it in the bucket. That's a hell of a shot, man.
Yeah, it was a great shot. He was sitting in the catbird seat. He was up by 1 stroke at even par, and all he had to do was 2-putt his way out. And instead of going for the 2-putt, he went for the gold. 67 feet, gets the U.S. Open win. Congratulations, JJ Spaun. Fantastic victory, and what a way to end it. That is something that will always be a part of.
On Father's Day with 2 kids, wife and kids there.
100%. Couldn't have wrote a better script.
No, congratulations. I read somewhere that apparently he kind of tricked off another tournament here pretty recently. So great way to bounce back and to get a big win. And we're going to go right on to another big win that we talked about last week. We talked about Coco Gauff and that other lady who was a hater. I can't pronounce her name, and I don't really want to give her that much time. But Lisa Leslie spoke this week and said, have some grace and lose with some class. Lisa Lesbian, basketball, elite, icon, Olympian, WNBA, Hall of Famer, basketball Hall of Famer, all the above, and consummate grace in class. 100% right. But I could not put this back on here because she was 100% right.
I knew this was going to happen. See, sometimes you got to have people on your team, publicists and other things, that kind of media prep you on what not to say and not allow you to speak in emotion. I do think that is one of the advantages of tennis, is that they interview you right after you lose. And unfortunately for Miss Sabalenka, Ariana Sabalenka.
You flex there with your pronunciation. Well played.
she let her emotions get to her. She's a fiery competitor. All of the excuse words that people give to her, she's a sore loser. And I knew once that clip came out and that she doubled down on what she said about she really lost and that Coco didn't win and all of the things, I knew everybody was going to come to Coco's defense because Coco is the epitome of class, win, lose, or draw. So Ariana, you got some image. You have some image repair to do, some damage control, or you're gonna end up like what's the girl? We don't even know her name no more. She had a whole Nokia I want to say NIL. That's the new word. She had a whole Nokia sponsorship. She always lost to Serena. Martina Sharapova. See, you're going to be like that. We're never going to remember your name again. We're going to have to take 4 or 5 minutes to remember your name because you're a sore loser to what should be the GOAT.
Yep. And just like that, you're gone. We're going to move on to the Bravos. We're not even going to talk about the record anymore. It's a struggle, but there is some good news. Good news number one, Ronnie Rockets is back. National Player of the Week. He continues to dominate at every turn. He already looks like an all-star again. It is great to watch him play baseball, and he is one of the better parts of what we're doing right now.
Yeah, you knew he when they sent him down, they say he's on his rehab assignment. Excuse me. And they sent him down for 1 day, and they said, nah, he's
yeah, because you also dominating the minor league. It's like, bro, how am I supposed to pitch to this? I am trying to get a job, and this guy arguably is the best player in baseball.
Yeah, and he's going to get brought him back up there. We needed him, and he hit a leadoff home run his first game back, and we just knew what it was. Shout out to Acuña. I like the new celebration.
Yes. I can confidently say that when healthy, I feel very confident saying he's second best player in baseball. And the only reason that he won't be the best player in baseball is because he can't pitch. And he may be able to pitch, and we probably need him to pitch, to be honest with you. But they won't let him. So he won't be show high. But if he's not show high, the rest of y'all are just watching. He is soon to me going to be one of the best Atlanta Braves ever. And that is not the easiest group to get into.
I think he's already one of the best Atlanta Braves ever. Only thing that he didn't do is he was hurt during the World Series here, but I mean, nobody takes that away from him. He still got a World Series championship,
and we
know how good he is. And he's an MVP player, and he had 40-70, which was never done. Like I already think he's in that group. Personally.
Fair enough. Undeniable. And going to somebody else undeniable, Chris Sale gets to 2,500 strikeouts faster than anybody else. Another just elite player. It is tough to see all of these accolades. We just talked about Ozzie Albies and what he's done. Now we're highlighting Ronald Acuña again. We talked about Baldwin possibly, looking like he's going to be Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year.
We have all of these achievements and not the wins to show for him. That is, I don't love that. It's not really what you want. Is to have a bunch of accolades and not a bunch of wins.
Yeah, unfortunately for us. And the thing is, what I'm noticing, first of all, shout out to Chris Sale. You effectively saved your career, rejuvenated your career, became one of the best pitchers in baseball, or looked like one of the best pitchers in baseball in all of 2 years. Shout out to Alex Anthopoulos. We can't criticize you without singing your praises with finding players like Chris Sale.
You might should have played Max Fried though, maybe. Just
with that being said, you are hitting it on the nail. We have so many individual accolades, and for some reason we can't put it all together. And we're always a player or two off, either pitching or designated hitter or something of the sort. Always keeps us off from being maybe not the best team in baseball. Well, being the best team in baseball, really. We're a tier below the Dodgers, in my point, in my thought process. And that's because of the star power. We don't have it. And we're not making the big move. Now, we tried. Devers from Boston. Apparently, we were in there and we made an offer for him, and we didn't get him. But I also think a lot of people aren't going to arm their enemies. The Braves are one of the best organizations run in baseball, and they've proven if you give them weapons, they will dominate you. So I think a lot of people avoid.
Yeah, I don't blame them. If you trade Devers to this team, then what do you expect? You're taking a team. You're doing what the Mavericks did to the Lakers, where a team that looks like it's on the brink of death. And when I say death, I mean just for the season. We are struggling this season, and you would have given us all the life we would have needed. So yeah. I think that's a wise decision. I can't hate anybody for good strategy. I would appreciate it if you did, and I appreciate Alex Anthopoulos on making the call. Honestly, it's a great call.
Before you move on, do you think? Because we've talked about all of these players with all these accolades. I think we had Grant Holmes, who went 6 innings. He had 15 strikeouts, and we lost 10-1. We lost 10-1. I think we were down 2 or 3-1 when he went out. He had no run support, but he had 15 strikeouts in his typical Snicker game. In the third game, we either have a bullpen game, or if we had to rely heavily on the bullpen before, we don't have a bullpen game, and you pretty much are just out there on your own.
Right.
But at this point, and I hate to keep harping on it, but I mean, it's the truth. How long does Snicker have? Does he make it to the All-Star game?
It depends on how close we get back. If we're not winning enough, then you finish out the season and then end it at the end of the season. If
winning enough,
I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, if we're not even in contention, then firing him is not going to change the outcome of the season. And I guess in both ways, it kind of looks crazy. I don't know. I don't have a really good answer.
Oh no, I think you fire him so that you can get the first jump on the new crop of managers is what I think. If you fire him early, if you have somebody in mind, you can go get them as soon as the season is over.
This is the only thing. Don't have us looking like the Knicks, brother. Tampa. Do like the Falcons, not like the Knicks. Go ahead and figure out what you got to do. Get your deal written, and when it's time, we can make the move. Because don't fire Snicker and then don't have an answer, because that don't do us too much of good. But there is a little bit of help and excitement on the horizon. We have Didier Fuentes, who was added to the Stripers roster.
Awful name, awful timing.
Yeah. Didier is terrible. But he is 19 years, 11 months, and 28 days old. He's the third teenager ever to play at Gwinnett, and the other two are future Hall of Famers by my imagination. That's Ozzie Albies and Ronald Acuña. Congratulations on number one, getting the promotion. Number two, boy, hey, man, if you go to Gwinnett and do what you need to do, you can surely have a promotion.
Dire straits. When you start bringing up players like that, where you are risking, now I don't know how long he's been at Gwinnett. They may keep him there a certain amount of time so that they can have control over him. You know, that whole 5th, 6th year, whatever option that they have in baseball. But if you plan on playing him, that means we're in dire straits, and that means we need to.
With this roster, this roster and not competing, we're always in dire straits.
We hope that he is an injection of energy and new blood into the lineup. Hopefully, he can have the same impact as Blake behind the plate.
Hey man, we got to get whatever we can get to get it. And speaking of that, another young addition here, Cam Caminiti, 2024 first rounder, strikes out 8 over 5 innings of one hit ball. We are looking for pitchers, and we don't care what their age is. At the end of the day, hey, if you can throw strikes right now, we need you. It's that simple. We are desperate, dire straits, rocking a hard place. Whatever you want to call it, we got to get out of this, and this roster's too good not to. Back in the corner, head in the vice. That's what I was looking for. What do you think about it?
Cam Caminiti, son of Ken Caminiti, so he has the pedigree. Yeah, the Braves recently, if you look at us, and we've traded them in the past, or we've left them down there too long in terms of AAA, single A, double A. We have good rookie and young pitchers that we bring up and will for 1 or 2 games, and they'll pitch a 6 inning, 7 inning, 1-run game. And or they tend to perform at the very beginning when they can like fill in spaces while people are hurt. What's interesting is, and what I want to see is, if we do bring Cam Caminiti up, how will he do in his second, third, and fourth start? Right? How will he do in the pressure pack situations? The first start is going to be all adrenaline. His stuff is going to be amazing. He's going to be throwing curveballs, split fastballs, all of those things. But when you get into the jam of 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 9th or bottom of the 7th, and you're up by 4, up by 3, or down by 2, you want to be able to see if he could perform in those pressure situations. So I'm all for it. Bring him up now. Get him all the experience you can get. Hell, we need it. We need him. Bring them all up. We can have a whole tryout.
It is the sustainability, and as people get information, can you continue to be an effective pitcher? That's where it gets tricky for a lot of people. Is okay, it's easy when you don't know anything about me. But just like we talk about in football, once you got a little tape, hey, I kind of know what you're doing now. What can you do then? And that's what makes or breaks a lot of these guys. And unfortunately, for a lot of these guys, end up broken. But of course, we wish best of luck to both of these guys, and we need them. And they will be great future additions. And we need all the pitcher we can get. We are desperate. Ain't no other way to put it. I'm not going to say any other way, because anything else would be disingenuous. We are desperate. Need a slump buster.
Supposed to be Colorado, and then we lost 10-1. And Arcia
10-1
laughed at us in our face.
I do like how much I like how much they fuck with Arcia, though. You can see
he's a good locker room guy.
Yeah, you can see they're genuinely happy when they see him. They get out there before the game and kind of mess around, and I'm like, you know what? I appreciate that. Next up, the Pope. Not in the Pope hat.
Literal Pope.
Right. And the Pope has been seen rocking a Chicago White Sox hat, as we found out that he is from Chicago, and in fact, a White Sox fan. Did not expect to see this. I don't even know if they let you take the hat off that long, but this is dope. Major League Baseball, I think that you should try to find a way to capitalize on this. I will probably have a Pope symbol on the side or something. There's something you can do with this. I'm selling this. Something. I
don't know. My symbology on non-religious articles is for the Pope. I don't know. But I will say, you got to believe in God when you are outwardly open White Sox fan, because they are awful. They are trading away all their players. And I know I'm not supposed to be talking a lot of trash as a Braves fan right now, but the White Sox are not good. But, faith. So shout out to the Pope. Stay true to your faith.
Well played, my brother.
Keep the Pope alive. Oh, nope. Can't say that.
Oh. Cut that. Yeah, right there. See, that's the reason. And go on.
But I didn't even mean it that way. But
in better news, College World Series, the Arkansas Razorbacks, Gage Wood throws the third no-hitter in College World Series history. He went bonkers. And you could tell on that last pitch that he had it. He wasn't going to give it up. And his only response in the interview was, I shouldn't have hit that guy.
Yeah, because he would have had a perfect... he had a perfect game. For all intents and purposes, he had almost a perfect game. The perfect game, the perfect game in baseball is no base runners as a pitcher, right? Zero walks, 0 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 errors, everything. He had the 99.999% perfect no-hitter, where he just hit a pitcher. He hit a batter. That's all it was. And he's a perfectionist. And you know what I like about college baseball? It's the fact that they allow you to show so much emotion.
Yeah.
Like he was so hype after winning. And, college baseball quietly is kept as one of the most testosterone-filled sports all of sports. Not football, not hockey, not pro baseball, not basketball. It's college baseball.
Crazy.
They talk crazy. They They flex their muscles. They scream. They spit. They fight. They run. They jump. It's everything that we as Americans really do love about sports. If you actually go and watch it. So shout out to him, man. In the midst of that climate, in the College World Series, no hitter. We told y'all, SEC, y'all still came at me about the SEC and Big Ten, and we said, hey, it's not just about football, it's about baseball. Again,
and basketball.
domination.
National champs, baby. Hey, never gonna let y'all forget that. I don't know when I'm gonna see another trophy. So yeah, it's up.
Domination, man. Domination. So shout out to Arkansas. Shout out to them, man. Congratulations.
And I like the new thing where they're showing their team. Like, there are a lot of ways to celebrate, but to like uphold your team when you win and be like, oh no, it's Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. I think that's dope. I like that a lot. And like you said, they be going for it. Fully going for it. And you think that this gonna send me down a rabbit hole, but I guess due to the demographic, they let a lot more things go than they
100%.
would. Yeah.
Not threatening.
Yeah. I mean, very threatening. But
yeah.
Very threatening. The most.
Most of these guys will become your cops. You're right. It's the cops. You know, that's the profession for athletes that don't make it. Security, cop, and personal trainer or chef. That's them three.
Fair enough. And I'm gonna get out of there before I say something uber problematic. Hey, check your mic. Looks like the mics have been checked. We will come back here in a second and we will be ready to talk
HBCU news around the culture.
I mean, yes, HBCU. I'm trying to get to hoops because hoops is crazy.
I got it. Well, if I keep looking over here, if y'all see me do this, the game is right there. Whenever I'm looking at the same spot 4-5 times, that means the game right there.
I finally got mine set up to where the game is literally right in front of me. But yes, we will come back. We will talk HBCU. I will tell y'all my beverage is already in the fridge and it will come out.
No, don't come out here flexing now.
It come out. You want to drink basketball or football?
Oh, I got one meeting tomorrow where I don't got to speak, and I'm
100%
yeah.
Once again, this is the second flex. Reggie first flex by saying that girl name that I had no clue how to Slabalenko. I ain't know how to say that.
Slabalaka. Let's see, a Slabanaka. There's your name.
Write that down. Write that down.
I don't even know what you asked me, man. We'll be right back. What's it called? HBCU?
No, I said, when are we drinking? I'm not. I
don't drink during HBCU. I'm gonna drink during hoops and basketball.
Oh,
I mean football.
Both. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess probably we should do basketball because it ain't that much football to talk about realistically.
I ain't got. If I think of something to talk about football, y'all know what it is. Make sure you tune into the lunch break. I don't know when I'm gonna do it again. I think it's probably gonna be Wednesday. Because tomorrow I got a bunch of stuff to do. But
no. What y'all go do is go click, go support, go check and see what Reggie doing for lunch, and support that man.
That's on you, Aaron Neesmith. Jalen Williams is playing out of his mind. We'll be right back. Got anything? Because I'm rambling as I'm watching the game.
Making sure it's on loop this time so we don't come back looking crazy. Boop and